So I do like that they, we finally see Faces Void coupled with somebody who can put some damage into the chronospheres.
Well,
but again, I was concerned about these heroes, whether or not they'll be able to survive the burst damage from people in Brazil. Void isn't that good inside the laning phase, but he's super good outside, and Costa is a world-class Faces Void player, so there's something that they have to be concerned about on DogChamp here. Whatever their last hero is, it needs to be able to stand in front and start team fights. I think they need something incredibly bulky.
Well, let's see what's available by the time we get back around to the picks. Both sides right now, though, looking to maybe slightly more damage-oriented options, right? Team Brazil just banned out the Naga Siren. We see DogChamp. Okay, they ban out the Ember Spirit, then they ban the OD. Not a hero that really receives all that much attention, Neph, but DogChamp don't want to deal with it. Still not sure exactly what they're sending into their lanes in the first place, so it's hard to kind of say what the full thought process was there, but either way, OD out.
Yeah. Actually, that is kind of a concern. OD gotten rid of here. There's no way the Team Brazil picks up anything without... Nobody picks up OD. Like, the only time that is that good is, like, if you're trying to drop a save onto... Say you're playing against a Faces Void, but... Sorry, you have Faces Void on your team and you're playing against an OD. And at that point, you have to be considered about them just, like, dropping National Imprisonment and saving them. But they're against the Faces Void themselves. I mean, Void is pretty good at dropping damage to a Chrono. You can get people out of arrows. You can save them from Pango, but... doesn't seem amazing in its own right. I don't know. OD isn't something that comes to mind right away for me.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, but hey, DogChamp is trying to narrow down the mid options, and in fairness to them, they had previously taken out the Ember, the Puck, the Leshrac, right, and their own Tinker was banned earlier on too. So a lot of those options had already been taken away. Hopefully, an OD ban as opposed to something else doesn't come back to bite them in the ass, but Nev, I'm still wondering what the hell this actual laning situation is going to look like. The last pick for DogChamp is coming up here next, so we should get some clarity, but it's still looking a little bit weird no matter what they choose here.
It still feels a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Even now that I see this Sven, I feel like it's still going to get melted by the Phase of Void. It's going to struggle to deal against the Chronosphere more than, I think, a lot of things. They have no way of saving him inside that. They're still going to be able to put in a lot of magical... It gives me a lot of magical damage, but maybe that's why they got rid of the OD. They're afraid of, like, their carry is going to be doing the majority of the damage, being taken out of these fights for just, like, 4-second period of time. Whoever he's trying to target, Stormbolt comes out, he's afraid of the Astral Imprisonment being dropped onto him. A little bit more damage may be necessary to throw onto this Sven inside the Chronosphere, but they do have a lot of options as far as what they can pick, and they can't just flex around, like, the Visage to the mid, the Tusk to the mid, and then run something else. Is like either a support or an offlaner here.
Right. Oh, last pick coming up here for Team Brazil. We'll see what the thought process is for them, whether it is going to be the Tusk or the Visage moved, or if they just look for, honestly, a heavy hitter in the middle lane is still maybe an option for them if they just want more damage to throw into the Chrono. That is not, that's not really that kind of option. That is an Axe instead. And it is going to be offlane Axe, which means Visage mid on FCR, and I will say, now Team Brazil's lineup is unbelievably hard to get through, right? Maybe the damage is not as high as it could have been, Neph, but you don't have too many weak heroes you can instantly kill, at least among the cores on the Team Brazil side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know who they're going to kill, actually. Like, they've got some serious bulk to all of these heroes. They're playing... Visage is fairly tanky. Snapfire, if you get on top of her, she does blow up pretty easily, but she has a strength hero as well. Axe is tanky as hell. Voice and Tusk, both hard to kill. Like, you have to commit so many heroes if you want to get anybody on Team Brazil. DogChamp, they're going to melt the amount of damage that Team Brazil is bringing to this one. I really do prefer Team Brazil's draft. And I sound like a North American naysayer right now, but I'm heavily favoring them for this first game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I don't know. Maybe just Stonebank has to go absolutely crazy here on this Sven and just massively outfarm everyone. But if that doesn't happen, it does feel like Team Brazil a little bit stronger. Although, I do want to maybe shed light on some sort of silver lining here. This is going to be the core Marcy in Italiano Gangster's hands, and we know what happens when the Marcy goes that build, right? When you get the Blink, the BKB, the Basher, you do start hitting harder than most would expect. So maybe if Italiano Gangster's farm looks good, he's going to start contributing so that the Sven doesn't have to do it entirely by himself, but that's assuming that he gets his items faster than any of the cores really on Team Brazil.
We'll have to see. It is just difficult to fight into any of this because, again, you grip up on somebody, Tuscan save with a snowball. You grip up on people, Axe can get like a multi-man call off. You have Chronosphere to work with as well. Like, you have so many big tools inside these team fights for Team Brazil, and it doesn't feel nearly as cohesive on DogChamp. But I don't know. We'll see if they can bring it back and prove me wrong. I personally want to see two. Oh, god damn it! I want to see two 3-game series today, with the opportunity to.
Yeah, be up for it. Right, the 2-0s are just a little too slow. Although they don't necessarily have to be, but the ones we've seen, it hasn't been two long drawn out games. It's been two pretty one-sided ones.
Yeah. A fun fact, by the way, speaking of time taken, we had a total of 6 minutes and 20 seconds of pause time for this first series of the day. So we're moving a lot faster than yesterday, where we had a total of 25 minutes of pause time.
Oh, okay. Quick reconnect there from Costa. So we hopefully won't be adding too much time to that running tally. Both sides say they're ready to go, and we'll get this underway. So,
yep.
Game 1 of our second series, winner advances to play up against 5-Rat 4-Staff in the, I guess technically their upper bracket finals. It feels weird to say that with this short of a bracket, but will be the case. The loser, meanwhile, drops down to face No Runes in that lower bracket elimination match. So, a little bit on the line. Of course, this is just game 1, so nobody's really probably worried too much about the overall result, but
Team Brazil, they're freaking out right now.
What are we doing here? This is a weird one. They smoked up, they walked around, they walked in circles. How did that arrow
miss?
Yeah,
it's kind of funky when it goes uphill.
Tavo, he is going to get punished there. The Italiano Gangster gets the first blood, and yeah, I think it might have been the height changing it up, because it looked like it was on target until it actually reached, and then just kind of flies past. But even without the arrow connection, neph, they still find 2 kills. They take down both Tavo and KJ, and they should be able to hold this position for the runes as well. So you get 2 kills, you're going to have some rune control, and pretty solid start.
Looks like they get 3 runes after those 2 kills, so DogChamp off to a great... As I was saying, DogChamp easily have this one.
Such an unbelievably stronger overall draft, really, from the outset.
A stronger draft, yeah. Players as well. One thing you have to consider, though, is the Arcana buff that Costa's got on this Faceless Void.
Yeah, see, Arcana's buff and Persona's
nerf.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes.
Child Invoker, you know, all of a sudden you're a kid, much weaker, smaller, stupider.
Infinitely more annoying.
Yeah, infinitely more annoying. Wolf, no thumbs, can't hold items.
I don't know. I guess the Pudge persona out there.
Yeah, you're a toy instead of an actual hero.
There you go. Don't use personas, guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they look cool. That's why we haven't seen any Razor. Or, wait. Yeah, that's a persona. It is a bit unfortunate. You get this cool looking cosmetic for a hero that is not really all that popular at the moment, but maybe we'll see a Razor later down the line. For now, though, we see King RD just trying to smack around B9 a little bit in the lane, and this is going to be obnoxious for B9 to deal with. With Stonebank in the lane, you're not really going to be able to battle hunger him up too much because he's just smacking on creeps, but the Mirana's a bit of a different story. Don't want to have to use Sacred Arrow just to kill a creep and take off the debuff.
Well, he took it off there just by getting the deny off the exact same time Battle Hunger came off on him, so not bad.
Double stun. Double stun, but not a lot of damage. Stonebank, yeah. Time to walk away. Oh. Barrier. Did it? Did it deliver its items already? Because it was empty when it went down. Yeah.
Yeah, it delivered the items.
Meantime, KJ gonna get himself taken down in the bottom lane. That means all of a sudden, Busta's kind of by himself, but they used everything that they had to get the first kill, so they can't chase any further. But that's 3-0 now for DogChamp. They are bullying the hell out of the supports, but finding some early gold.
Yeah, let's see. It's not great that you end up giving... When you give Yaren a bunch of early kills, I guess Italiano Ganks is getting a lot of them. It is not great. This man is an absolute beast. Especially his Keeper Light, I remember. You give this man a little bit of net worth, he ends up being like top hero damage on position 4. I imagine he'll do similar things in the Hoodwink this game. Although from now, he's just got like mana boots queued up, so spamming out spells is going to be his objective instead of getting too much harass off on the enemies here. Italiano Ganks has gone double bracer in this lane, though. I like it.
Wow. He's a tanky
pure
boy.
Strength.
Not going to be a lot the Faceless can do against that in the early stages, that's for sure, but doesn't care too much. He's here for last hits. Yaren, though, is a little bit far forward considering his backup kind of left. Italiano went up the lane to actually hit creeps, so Yaren does take a little bit of damage, but again, early damage is not exactly Faceless Void's forte.
Yep. Unfortunately, unless he gets like... Oh, yeah, he's got no points in the time lock right now. Anyways, as you get like some insanely lucky bashes early on, you ain't doing much. Mid lane matchup we haven't talked about at all yet.
FCR on the Visage.
Looks relatively even. Boring, in fact. This is why we haven't talked about it. You do have a lot more denies here on the Pango, so he's got like... Oh god, he's actually got like a quarter, half a level XP advantage over the Visage right now.
Not a bad...
It's like not as bad as like the Kits Mr. Jeans matchup that we saw earlier,
right.
But still a little bit rough here for the Visage.
Yeah, but I mean, once he gets those familiars, the Visage, the whole game just kind of changes up a little bit for him. So he's probably not too concerned at the moment, but gotta make sure you don't give up too much.
Stonebank concerned.
Yeah, he might be in a little bit of danger. Slowed up, taking some DOT, shards forces him to redirect. Now the tag team is on him. Does King RD have a snowball? No, he doesn't because he's only level 2. Don't think he should get this kill, but you push the Sven back, I guess, but he's being given a tango. The creep wave was pulled, so not really going to be able to do any further damage at this point, but this is all just Axe doing Axe things, right? This is the way he loves to play. He's going to push onto you. He's going to get in between your towers. Just be tanky
a little
and
bit too much damage right now. No.
Go.
He would have liked to tank up the wave and the stack small camp there, but a little bit too much damage. So Shiraz coming out from these heroes.
Okay.
In fact, he might just drop here.
Yep. Stormhammer into
Bottom
arrow.
lane, we got action as well.
Going in onto KJ. Yaren, okay. Yaren actually kind of yoinks that kill a little bit, but yeah.
I mean, Italiano got the other two. You can have a kill.
Yeah, he's allowed to have 1 or 2 here and there, although most of the time Yaren, there's not really a whole lot you can do to stop him from finding pickoffs. But that is 5 in a row now. DogChamp, 5 unanswered kills to open the game, and Team Brazil are looking to bring a little bit of assistance down bot. King RD is actually TP'd down here, so... Well, with those double bracers and a raindrop, Italiano's not easy to kill, but with 3 heroes and that much lockdown, they should get the job done. Hold on. Okay. Good shard play.
Oh, that was cool.
Almost.
Yeah.
Costa just gets flipped out of the shards, but KJ's there to close it down. So they do still find the kill, first of the game for Team Brazil, and a solid response, right? You got to make the rotation. That does leave your Axe a little bit alone, but Tavo on the Axe kind of operates a little bit better in that scenario, right? If he's not just locked down with a second hero. Though, as I say that, he is getting kind of bullied here. There's going to be that double stun combo out again. Do they have enough damage to finish him off? With the leap, maybe they can close? Yes, they can. Stonebank finds the kill. They do lose Yarn in the river, though, in exchange, but Italiano should make it a trade. Getting the KJ kill there, so 2 for 1 across the map.
Yeah, what's happened over there was contested the double damage rune there on Yarn, then tried to harass and trade these 2 heroes, got fought into, but managed to turn things around and get a 1-for-1 trade thanks to Italiano coming in the end.
Well, taking a look at the net worth here, just shy of 7 minutes in. 2K lead for DogChamp. All 3 of their cores sitting in the top 4 pretty comfortably at that. And now, with the rotation mid, they're looking for FCR. RCY is going to pop the Rolling Thunder. What does he bounce off of, though? Yeah, he's not able to immediately get back in. Both of the supports have now TP'd over, so RCY might want to get out of here. The snowball is coming in onto him, though. That will stun him up. Do they have enough damage? He's going to try and get himself over the wall. Will it be enough? No, it won't. The cookie stun still locks him down, and RCY actually still is not dead. He is swashbuckling himself away. They'll finally get him with the scatter blast, but Yaren is going to be able to find the return kill. B9, meanwhile, got all the way across the river with the leap to finish FCR. So again, it's a 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah. Raindrops really coming in clutch there, and 2 of them proc there on the Pango ended up keeping him alive a lot longer. It was a half second coming in off a cooldown again when the scatter blast ended up hitting him too. So he almost survived that one. Raindrop's good item, fellas. Stonebank is running hard at Tahoe here. And I don't think the Vanguard's going to get you out of this one.
RCI was just waiting for his moment there, just in case maybe there were some extra spins, but they're able to get the kill. Tavo goes down. Where's King RD going? The answer is to the grave. Not able to get himself out, and they're really just starting to ramp up their activity level here. 11 kills for DogChamp.
You can say it's a slaughter right now.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. 11 kills to 3. Really starting to put some pressure on, and now speaking of pressure, they're eyeballing the bottom lane. If the Faceless Void gets slowed down here, if Costa has to just back off, then you're just losing too much time.
This guy's a former announced player. He's built differently. He won't get caught out.
KJ, though, not announced player. He may be screwed. RCY coming in. There's the Rolling Thunder. He doesn't get the actual angle he wants, though, and with King RD rolling in now as well, they're actually going to drop the Chrono. That might be enough to take down Yaren. Italiano is still fighting. Rebounds himself up onto the Visage. There's going to be a nice play from King RD with the shards, though, keeping those heroes away. And Italiano...
Oh my god, FCR, disgusting! Oh, that bird usage there was so clean, along with the combo there from the Chronosphere. That looked good. That's just what they need to bounce back into this one.
RCY?
Not even done yet.
He misses with the swashbuckle. Yeah, that's wishful thinking there. There's no way.
And there he goes. Team Brazil back in it.
I mean, Shield Crash has a little bit of movement, but that's asking for way too much on that one. Is Tavo? You are playing a very dangerous game here. There's no mana on the Sven, and he doesn't have any stick charges either, so there's no threat of a stun, but...
B9 wants to find the kill off of the axe here. He's got leaps. 9. Is this enough to kill him? What level is this? It's level 2 Battle Hunger, so yeah, he's just going to TP home. Better safe than sorry, I suppose, as he gets himself out of there. That does leave the Sven by himself, and now Stonebank is going to start backing away, but... He can't catch him. He's got Mask of Madness and Warcry. He could pop both those for an extra speed burst if he needed to.
Okay. Is out. KJ can't get the angle to catch him, so... That's the good news for DogChamp. They get heroes out of that lane, nobody dies, but that does mean control of this top lane's kind of gone, right? Tier 1 tower is going to get hit up by the creep wave. AJ's actually the only one hitting it. There's Tavo. He's going to come over now, but now RCY's here to defend it, so they really aren't just going to give up any objectives for free at this stage. It's a lot more than RCY coming, though. Look at this. 4 heroes up. They get the stun. They'll get the arrow. The snowball, though, is actually going to keep KJ's alive. No, he still gets stunned up, so... King RD, solid plays, but they would not be denied that kill on the DogChamp side. They were getting it no matter what.
It's unfortunate, but... I mean, while this is happening, if you keep in mind, Costa is just farming the jungle. We've got Midas queued up right now.
Oh.
150 gold away from that one. So he's looking to accelerate. Is the Midas too greedy? That's my question.
That's greedy
we'll
mid.
get back to that in a second.
Not sure where you thought you were going on that one, but that's too far. He does get taken down. KJ might be falling here as well. They are not scared of this tier 1 tower with 4 heroes in, and yeah, RCY finds the kill, and well, I will say it does feel a little bit greedy for Costa going for this, considering the amount of kills that they've given up and the fact that their tier 1 tower is now being pressured. You could start losing map control pretty damn quickly, and then your Midas looks a little bit off.
Alright, tower now found by Tavo to allow them to finish off the Midas on phase 4. Yeah, it's coming out to him now, so hopefully it gives him time to start accelerating. The only issue is, again, you are not as far ahead as the Sven you were talking about. 6,200 net worth on this guy, and he's going to move over to start clearing out these stacks that were made for him. You going to pop God Strength for this one? Is he going to stack one more time? He's just going to pop God Strength, I think.
Yeah. I think he's got the last piece of the Echo coming out too, so yeah, there we go. Alright. God Strength, Echo Saber should be able to clear through this quite nicely. Meanwhile, what's going on mid? Chronosphere was deployed, the kisses came through, they were able to take down RCY, but now they want more. In onto Yarn as well, but Yarn is able to create a little bit of separation, and now Stonebank's coming in, and well, that God Strength isn't just for farming. He's looking to actually hit a hero, and it's Costable that he hits. Well, not for very long. Time Walk gets him out of trouble, and well, he gets out of trouble. His teammates, though, do not. King RD dies, Tavo's caught, FCR dead under his own tower.
They could be able to grab the Face of Void there, but they managed to get to 3. Axe is committing too far forward there.
I don't know. I thought when the Faces Void got out, that was going to be sort of Team Brazil's cue to leave, but they just stick around a little bit longer, and
yeah,
even after the God
maybe
Strength
they're just
wore
like,
off.
yeah, maybe they saw that and they're like, okay, he time walked off the sharpshooter damage, he time walked off a couple of God Strength hits, like, okay, look at all this wasted damage on the Void. Certainly we're able to take this fight. And it was not the case, unfortunately.
And now we're looking at a 6K net worth lead here on the side of DogChamp, just 14 minutes in, so oh boy, looking a little bit rough for Team Brazil. We did, however, looking for silver linings, as you know I always do. On the Team Brazil side, the Chrono Kisses.
There is no silver lining yet.
No. The Chrono Kisses combo was deployed, and it did get them a kill.
Okay, that's fair. Unfortunately, I don't think we have much silver lining up until Axe finishes off his Blink Dagger. Maybe at that point they set up like a play with the Blink Berserker's Call followed up by a Chronosphere. You can do some pretty sick damage with that, but we're still like 1750 gold, like 1700 or sorry, 1500 gold away from Blink Dagger right now on Axe.
Right.
That's
always
45 seconds.
That's the awkward play too, right? Because if that scenario plays out, either you have to wait extra time for the Axe to get clear of the Chrono, or you have to Chrono your teammate. Uh-oh. Well.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
Damn. Yaren just shuts it all down with the Bushwhack. You're not supposed to be able to get Bushwhacks like that. That's an easy kill. Nobody gets to move.
Yeah. 100-0 there on the Faces Void. Now 6K turns into 8K net with advantage for the side of DogChamp, into 9K now.
Tavo caught in the jungle here. King RD is going to try to help him with the shards for all that that's worth, but that's just not going to be enough. That's another kill for Stonebank too. He's already got all the farm in the world. Now you're helping him even more by giving him the kill gold. And is that his BKB done? Yeah, okay. This is not going to be fun for Team Brazil. Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, BKB at 16. What do you have on the other side? You can catch him in Chrono, I suppose. You can catch Yaren alone in the jungle. That's going to help, but
Yeah, they've got a Chrono to work with here. Maybe they take a sick fight around the rune here. Goes heads over there now. All right. It is a little bit dangerous fighting around this tower. You can just TP in or buy back if they start to lose it there on the side of DogChamp. So decide to get back instead. I think the play right now is exactly what I was talking about earlier, just farming up this Blink Dagger on Axe. Waiting until then to take a fight. Having them just able to work with is just so important.
That was what Tavo was attempting to do when he got picked there. It's just he was maybe farming a little bit too far out in that sort of southeastern section. So they have smoked with everyone other than the Axe. So at this point, either Tavo has to follow his teammates or they take a fight without him. They are looking up to the top lane right now where Italiano Gangster is by himself. If they can catch him, do they really want to chrono at this point? They will have to.
They do.
Meanwhile, Tavo did get picked off mid, but that does mean there's no support up here to take Italiano or help him, rather.
They're collapsing it on them so quick here as well. Extra movement speed from Moonlight Shadow.
Rolling Thunder is going to be deployed. They want FCR. They see him as the first and best target. They're going to go in. The familiar drop. He's going to buy a little bit of time, but not enough. Stonebank still finds the kill. Meanwhile, King RD. That didn't hit him. That's...
Yeah, that's a funny haha.
Oh.
It ended the same time. He was like in the air. Oh.
Okay. King RD gets away, but yeah, that was incredible how quickly they made that shift, right? Because they found the kill on Tavo in the middle lane, and they were up top in 10 to 15 seconds, and now they're into the Roche pit too, Neph, and well, there's no chrono. They do have kisses. RCY is taking a lot of damage.
Dude, Destroyer's almost dead.
But they're still going to try for the fight to get the Stormhammer down onto King RD. Cookie's going to push him away for the time being. Yarn, meanwhile, throws the Sharpshooter onto KJ for some extra damage, and Tavo, okay, gets in, drops a stun. They're going to get the Familiars, or a taunt, rather. The Familiars get in there as well, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough to matter. KJ's already fallen. FCR is going to die. KJ actually bought back, but without his ult, he really is just working with the stun and the slow here, and I don't really know if this is a fight that they want. Tavo, though, does come in. The root is going to be deployed. Maybe they can get B9. They catch him out with the Cookie stun. This is not a quick fight, though. Man, they do eventually get it, but it's going to come at a cost. King RD will fall, buys back immediately, but Tavo gets stunned. Stonebank popping the God Strength, getting in onto the Axe, dropping him low. Rebound doesn't hit onto anything, but they will still find the Axe kill. Now they want more. KJ dies back as RCY will track him. And Brazil...
Playing it fast,
yeah.
Man. Playing it fast. Brazil can't keep up. Not when you got this huge cooldown on Chronosphere.
Oh. KJ.
The tip from an Italiano Gangster KJ. KJ drops the question mark afterwards.
Well, Team Brazil not looking so hot now. Yeah, World Cup's getting started though, Neph. So you know, if you, I'm sure the Brazilian football team will do a little bit better than the Dota team's doing at the moment. I'm just assuming that they are in the World Cup. For all I know, they're not, and I just added insult to injury.
I'm the worst person to ask about sports ball. I play Pokemon.
There's nothing wrong with Pokemon. There's no World Cup for Pokemon, though, unfortunately.
There is.
Oh. Well,
how wrong you are.
Shows what I know. They don't pay me to cast Pokemon. That'd be something. Wonder what that looks like. This Costa. Well, this is not looking fun for him. Stunned up, taken down, instantly deleted, and KJ, he's not in a fun spot either. He is trapped here in the tree line. RCY, meanwhile, keeping the other two heroes at bay, just kind of distracting them, and now he might look to go in. He's got the Rolling Thunder. They're gonna try to make a move, but look at that. King RD drops the shards. That's gonna slightly delay. Slightly is not enough, though. Dispose into Rolling Thunder hit. FCR in trouble. FCR gonna be dropping here. King RD rejoins the fight for reasons that I don't fully understand.
He's not going anywhere.
And he is going to add his body to the pile.
Yeah, what's our axe status? I mean, we've got our Blink Dagger completed now, but this is kind of what I was worried about. It's come out so late at this point. Your Visage hasn't really built any item progress in the last, like, 5-10 minutes of this game, unfortunately. You have the Blink Dagger now. You've got Midas on Phase's Void and, like, a Maelstrom, but you no longer have enough damage to kill any of these heroes once you get on top of them with the Call and the Chronosphere. Like, maybe a Call and Chronosphere together you can find something with, but then you got a 150-second cooldown to worry about. And they're playing so fast here on DogChamp.
Jump in. There's the rebound. There's the follow-up stun. They take down Costa immediately. And now Tavo, he's just got to try to walk away. He is getting a little bit slowed up by the defusal. The inhibit is bringing him down. But now King RD comes in, gets the roll, gets the Walrus Punch, trying to create some sort of separation, but Tavo will still die. Italiano Gangster does end up going down as well, though, and now RCY could get punished, so... Okay. You've got the first kill. They need more, though. Silence onto the Pango. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it at this point. Maybe RCY dies, but you still have Stonebank to deal with, and at this point, the Pango actually isn't even going down. Stonebank's just going to run into the base for the kill onto FCR. It's all just falling apart.
Ain't going anywhere either. Stands right in front of him, drops the acorn shot, and the bushwhack and GG's called so quickly here. DogChamp played this fast as any team that I've seen so far. Who let the dogs out, man? North America is looking good today. Everyone said the region's dead. It's on its last breath. They're proving them wrong. NA legend B9 with the strats, with the pace. Never seen a 113 in his life.
20, not even 22 minutes. 21:58, the final timer there is DogChamp. I don't think I've seen them play that fast with this lineup, at least ever. I mean, they've got Stonebank, they've got RCY. Those are guys who normally play like heavy farming, slow build-up kind of scenarios. But this time, after the incredible start, they just run at them. And with the Sven, yeah, 11-0-10 neph, never slowed down, farming his ass off. The only hero who could have stopped him, or only heroes, I guess, on the Team Brazil side were absolutely broke, so there was just no answer.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the Team Brazil draft, I see the first three. I see Tusk, Visage, Snapfire. I think these heroes are going to play fast. They can own their lanes, but then they grab the Faces Void and the Axe after that. And I am a huge fan of Faces Void Costa, but he ended up building the Midas. Axe didn't end up getting his Blink Dagger until super late. Like, these items just didn't end up coming online, and DogChamp ran at them nonstop. I mean, they punished them for switching their lineup to be a pretty fast one to being a slow one afterwards. So to DogChamp looking pretty good. A convincing first game, but we'll see if Team Brazil can turn it around in game number 2.
Yeah. One win on the board here, but obviously you need 2 to actually take the series. But DogChamp, good win, solid momentum. We'll see if they can carry it over, because we are going to be getting into game 2 in just a few minutes here. So we will be stepping aside, but when we come back, we'll see if DogChamp can get the 2-0 or if Team Brazil are going to fight back. So stick around. We'll be back in a bit.